All right, Valerie. I want you to breathe with me, okay? In, 1, 2, 3. Out, 1, 2, 3. Focus on your breath. Val, I want you to understand that, to survive what we're about to survive, you need to be focused.
Right.
You need to be centered.
Centered. Right, center. I guess, doctor always says it's like 0.5 inches misaligned on my hips, so my center might be a little bit off.
Oh my god. I am no longer going to teach you. You do not appreciate the knowledge that I have. I thought you were different. It's okay, actually, because I'm letting it go. I'm feeling all of this negative energy, and I'm letting it leave. I'm letting it go.
Are you testing me? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go now.
Okay. I'm gonna start telling people you're not flexible, but that's fine. See how that goes. See how that rumor goes for you.
God, that's so
you know
mean.
Who's flexible? I'm flexible. You could be like me.
That's such a mean thing to spread. It's such a weird thing to spread, but it's also very mean. Like, I feel that. I would be very upset if someone spread the rumor I wasn't flexible.
Yeah, well, I'm very upset that no one takes me seriously when I'm not drunk. Okay? It's like, ooh, when Tiny's sober, she's all hippy-dippy and into plants. Fuck y'all.
There are no soldiers in Zeon, so we are certain to be victorious in this war!
So yeah, you're in the hangar. You are all preparing to launch into space. You've been informed that you are going to be part of the second battle line, assisting the main Tianum fleet. Now, the main Tianum fleet, you don't quite know its location. It seems it's also classified. So you don't know, where a large section of this fleet actually fucking is. Seems odd to you.
I just feel like every time we have too much information or not enough, it's dangerous.
That's every time.
Well, lemons and lemonade and butt stuff, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
You know how the saying goes.
I remember that
Make
saying.
Lemonade with your ass or
I don't
whatever.
remember the lemon part, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What I'm taking from this is that we need to go to the right side.
Yeah.
I think that would be a bad idea. And I know bad ideas.
What are you, a coward?
Or I'd fucking meet you there, bitch.
Together. Cav, gether. Calm your tits, boys.
Calm your tits.
They're just a little...
All right,
place my hand
sorry.
on their
I'm
tits.
just hyped, This is my chance. Make my name in the record books. Fucking
We're
Federation
here to be
Ace pilot.
soldiers, all right? We're not here to be, throwing Hail Marys or some shit. So don't try to be a hero. You try to be a hero, you're gonna die.
You're both heroes in my eyes, okay, guys?
All right, don't be a hero. Keep my head down. I'm just gonna follow you, Lieutenant Commander Dancer.
Follow orders, and you're more likely to survive than people who don't.
Right. Good. Valerie seems nervous, but confident, reassured.
You got this, Val.
There's a ringing of a dinner bell. Very odd out here on the flight deck.
I don't question it. Dinner's ready.
A silver cart is being pushed by Pan, dressed in, his usual chef's outfit.
Pan, baby!
Pan the man!
All right, I've made some lunch for you guys. It's gonna be possibly a long battle. So you have something to eat now and something to ensure that your stomach stays calm throughout the battle. I've mixed up here. And also a sandwich packed for later.
God, I fucking love you, Pan. And I
Thanks,
don't just say
Mom.
that to everyone who brings me food.
I'm gonna kiss Pan on the forehead.
Pan blushes deeply and is very flustered.
Yeah, I think
well,
it's cool.
Okay. Thank you for that, I guess. Well, enjoy your food. He leaves.
Now that's a sandwich worth fighting for.
Hell yeah, this is a sandwich worth dying for. Nom, nom, nom.
No.
To the right, I say. The right flank.
All the sandwiches spell out the words right flank. You take each bite, each savory bite, you can hear it echo. Glory is to be had on the right flank.
Thank you, sandwich.
I don't want to die.
I wouldn't go there. I'm not kidding, guys. I know
All
I'm
right.
kidding. I know I was just kidding about it, but I am not kidding.
All right.
I will murder you.
One heavily outnumbered sandwich says, don't do it.
Listen.
Ignore that sandwich. It's the cheese only sandwich. Who fucking listens to a cheese only sandwich? At least listen to cold cuts, you know?
Yeah.
I imagine that's going to get a little wild out there. Everyone's antsy and I don't know. The energy's wrong. The energy's wrong. It's the energy before something that's about to go down.
Cav's like jogging in place. He likes everything you just said. He's really, really
Yeah.
excited.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at this guy. He's practically high right now, just sniffing the air.
He's jogging in place. He's shaking his hands. He's
Fucking feral guy. God.
Hell yeah, Cav. Watching him gets me all excited. I'm jogging too.
He's
Fuck yeah.
He's jogging next to each other like some fucking 80s fucking cardio video.
Lone Star, I don't have time for it. Do what you gotta do. I'm a little disappointed you're never like this in training, though. You know?
Hey, he's been buckling down very recently. Been doing very well in his training. Says Niles, coming from behind.
Well, thank you, Niles.
I don't like him undermining me.
I looked up a book of inspiring things to say and how to be a good leader, as I've recently discovered that I may be what people call an abrasive individual. And it said to compliment people about things that they care about, even if you don't particularly care about them.
There
Wow,
he goes.
you're doing great. Very human of you.
Great, thank you. I'm glad.
I'm very convinced that you're a person.
All right, I did come down here to wish you all the best of luck. I'll be keeping up comms contact as usual with you. Expect things to potentially change as the battle progresses. We are not sure how this is going to play out.
Do we have any orders specifically?
Standing initial orders is going to be to defend the crafts that will be delivering the missiles. That is of the utmost importance, defending them. If that missile barrage does not work, our entire plan outlaid for Solomon will fall apart.
That's not good.
Well, it's gonna work. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Val.
Of course.
Fuck!
That was really fucking loud.
He's excited. He's punching the air now, up in, like, not in front of him, but, like, up in the sky.
Yeah.
Cav, I hope you have fun out there.
You know how when you, like, lean a video game character back and their back bends, like, almost way too far back and they're just punching upward? It's kind of like that.
They're just shooting the sky.
When his shout is just deafening and loud to everyone nearby. Niles pulls you aside, Lone Star.
Hey, what's up?
So I looked into the origins of this pixie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was aware that it arrived from Augusta and it was a test bed for certain systems, but I didn't expect it to be anything beyond what was usual in Project V, the regular Gundam development tree. It seems that that was an incorrect assumption.
So what's up? Is it like some kind of super Gundam or some shit?
In a way,
Whoa.
that slider that you mentioned to me is tied to a prototype system. You see, there's, I couldn't find much information on it. It's all classified. But I did get two names. Exam and Hades. This mobile suit here was a test bed for something in between. I don't know what that means. I wish I could tell you more.
In between what?
In between those two systems.
Oh.
I don't exactly know what's going to happen when you take that slider higher than you can handle. But listen, I don't want to seem sentimental, but I would recommend that you do not do that unless you absolutely have to.
Fine. But now I'm really interested. Why'd you do that?
Maybe telling you just enough to get you curious was counterproductive. Now I have to make a note of that. He breaks out a book, and the book is How to Not Be a Bastard in 5 easy steps. Step 1, the book is about 500 pages long, it looks like. It is riddled with little tabs all throughout it. He opens it up and makes a note. All right, good luck out there. He walks away.
Thanks.
All right. Maintenance is all done. Everything's prepped. Everything's loaded. You are all prepared to launch. Stepping onto the catapult. What do you say? What do you do?
You don't say anything. You just go.
All right,
Great.
you just go. You're out there.
Brave men don't need to say things.
Tiny. You step onto the catapult as it reloads itself, and the light above it switches from red to green. You step onto it and locks your Jim's feet into place. What do you say before you launch?
This is Commander Dancer. Time to dance.
Lone Star, you're next. The light goes green. You step into the catapult as it returns to its pre-launch position. Everything is ready. You're given a good luck message by Niles. It's really just kind of like the equivalent of a text message with a thumbs up, but, you know, you take it to heart.
Yeah.
What do you say as you launch into battle?
Right flank, I'm coming for you.
You get another text message. Do not go to the right flank.
God damn it. Fine. Okay. I text him back. Okay.
Sweaty smiley face. Are you just trying to find a one-liner?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm like looking around. Look at the camera that I think is there. We're in the danger place now, baby.
One-liners are against circulation. He launches you.
God damn it.
Cav and Valerie both launch behind you guys. And you are deployed very near to these assault ships that you're meant to protect. Solomon looms in the distance, inching closer to a point that is almost beyond notice, but it's there, somewhere subconsciously. You know that you're slowly moving toward it. It's becoming larger and larger, even if it barely registers visually, and it's just kind of dipping into the uncanny valley. To your right, you see massive amounts of debris of colonies broken open, just completely destroyed. A whole bunch. Not as in a whole bunch as in a lot. I mean, when you group a lot of colonies together, they're called bunches. There's really no way of saying that. But it's a whole bunch, but not as in like a whole lot of them, but like specifically, it'd be like, you know, how a group of crows is a murder, and you can say a whole murder of crows. This is a whole bunch of colonies. It sounds stupid even if I explain it. Fuck.
It's a murder of colonies.
It's a murder of colonies. You see a murder of colonies. Yeah. All right. Just nothing but like complete and utter wreckage from a battle that was seemingly fought here previously. There are occasional long cutting shots in the distance from ruined colony to ruined colony. You can't imagine what's going on there. And then you see a flash of lightning rip across the sector. That's interesting. Lightning in space. Never saw that one before.
Huh.
I see it's the electrical discharge from the ruined colony still generating power. Being pulled to another, opposite negatively charged colony.
Fuck yeah, space lightning.
So is it like a dying star?
Yeah, but like in man-made form, sure. You see another flash of light.
Woo! You guys ready to ride the lightning? I look at the camera again. Camera in my mind.
Around that area, a bit like, I guess, ahead of it, closer to Solomon, there's some object that you can't quite make out, and it's throwing your sensors kind of bonkers, too. It doesn't make sense to you. It's a big square on your sensors. Everything is just coming back in a weird way that you've never really seen before.
What's that?
I don't know. It fucking beats me. So anyone who wants to try to determine what's going on, you're just going to have to do so through your sensors. Your choice, whether or not you want to rely on your intuition or your knowledge about optics. Keen, if you want to rely on like more of your gut feeling, and tact with your knowledge about sensors.
I'm gonna go with my gut because I have zero knowledge.
Gut feeling, keen, tact, your knowledge of sensors and stuff, and then combined with technology.
Okay, yeah, that was a fail.
Okay, you don't know what it is. It's might as well be magic.
I have a 4 in tact and a 4 in technology. So
You're rolling equal to or under to an 8 is what you're aiming for.
I rolled a
56.
1 and a 2.
Damn.
Damn. All right, you figured it out. You fucking figured it out. All right. So, you observe your sensors. It's strange. It's odd. You've never seen something like it on this scale before. But then you put 2 and 2 together. You actually have. And there's just a small feeling of deja vu. You have seen this before. Not this large, mind you, but in small, fleeting moments, not constant like this. You've seen it when on Earth in a Zaku, when occasionally you would go near a body of water and the light would hit it in just the right way. It would flash on some of your sensors like this. And more recently, when you pass colonies in space, when their mirrors catch the sun, you see this. It's a reflection that is throwing some of your sensors back at you.
Hey guys, there's shiny shit in the sky, so be careful what you put out, because it might come back. Is that good enough?
I guess.
Relay?
I suppose. Yeah. I guess I'll keep that in mind. I don't know what that means exactly, but
It's some form of space magic. Keep your wits about you guys.
somehow
Well,
makes
that's what
less
I was
sense.
imagining, that it was like something that would deflect what we do. I don't know.
It's not on the enemy side of the battlefield. It's on your side of the battlefield. That's important to note. It's on your flank.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so it's good guy space magic.
Could be enemy controlled, I guess, but I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing anything at the moment other than making some of your
You
sensors bug
tell
out.
me.
That you can't determine from here. And it's way too far off, just like those ruined colonies and that massive battle that happened and left all that debris. It's way too far off to you to kind of get a good idea of what any of it is or what any of it exactly means.
But that main space gate on Solomon's right flank's pretty close.
Yeah, y'all are actually, now that you mention it, approaching Solomon pretty quickly. You have a comms request from one of the public assault ships, Tiny.
All right.
This is Milton Thompson of the public assault ship fleet.
Milton Thompson? Wow.
Shut up!
This is John Wilson.
This is John Bob. This is
Yeah.
Tommy. This is Tommy
This is
Two
Robert
Fingers.
Robertson.
This is Jerry the Rat Bastard. Fuck. This is Jerry Rat Bastard. Ignore the last name. I'm the commander of the public assault ship fleet that you're going to be protecting as we near Solomon. We're about to begin our assault. Are you guys ready to prepare to intercept any incoming missiles?
Yeah.
We'll do our best to avoid beams and such, but if you could call out any major artillery coming our way, that would also be helpful. These things aren't the most agile.
You got it. We're here to do that.
We got your back, you rat bastard. That was your name, right?
We appreciate it. Yeah, last name's Rat Bastard. It's an odd one. I don't want to get into the family history of that, but like apparently one of my grandfathers, he just starts cutting out.
Oh, no, I wanted to hear more. The
It will
lore.
forever be Mr. Rat Bastard will forever be a mystery.
I was writing it down too. I was like, "Is Grandpa? What the fuck?" Damn it.
Another lost opportunity of more very interesting space memoirs.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
All right. So yeah, as he says that, the public assault ship fleet, the ships that you are meant to protect, starts moving forward. What do? How exactly are you guys going to go about protecting them, guarding them? You're going to be up in front? You're going to like be directly in front of them? You want to be have a bit of distance in front of them, or you want to just say fuck it and ignore orders? I guess that's you could do that too. I guess.
I want to be a distance in front.
Okay.
I'm just to the left side, wherever.
Left flank. Got it. Okay. As this is being said, and as Tiny makes the call for you guys to take the left flank, you hear Niles from the Asteroid being, I'm going to patch in Commander Wakim with the main Tiana fleet. He patches in this voice that you can recognize as Commander Wakim that you met back on Luna, chimes in and says something along the lines of, second battle line, move forward. As the order is given, the entire fleet starts firing at Solomon, and Solomon begins firing in return. There's beams all over the place. Space is bright and blinding. You can almost feel the heat just in general, even though heat transfer doesn't work in space. Fuck. But you can imagine.
But mentally, you can imagine the
Mentally, you can imagine the heat.
I'm wearing my aviators, so we're good.
Cool, space aviators. Under this
Yeah.
helmet, I'm assuming.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool.
I got some
Alright,
on top, too, so people can see that I'm wearing aviators if they see me.
Odd. Double decking the aviator.
It's bright as fuck out here.
I'm triple decking them.
Jesus.
Nice.
This is a battlefield. You've seen war before, but this is something else. This is the future of war.
Guys, it's all bright and shit.
This is the future of war. It's all bright. It's very, I don't want to look at it. Hurting my eyes a little bit. All right. The first missile barrage that's coming toward your group of ships that you should be protecting is on its way. How are you going to deal with it?
Fire away.
Yeah, just fucking shoot.
Are they just heading straight at us?
Oh yeah, they're heading at just in the rough general direction of you guys and the
Okay.
fleet that you're supposed to be protecting. And so you guys should try to intercept stuff. So yeah, I want everyone to roll me a keen, a firearms, and an optics. I'll give you a +2 because it's just missiles. It's not like they're gonna evade. They're fairly easy to predict the course of. But there is a lot of them. So there is a success target that you guys are gonna have to hit collectively. And if you don't, some of the other ships you're gonna lose.
I rolled a total of 8 out of 11.
Okay.
7 out of 10.
12 out of 13.
Nice.
Okay. You guys take down a hearty amount of missiles. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. It's actually pretty easy for you guys after all the action that you've seen. Cav and Valerie also pitch in, but it becomes very evident that there's a lot more missiles coming.
Yeah,
It
this is a cakewalk. And that voice in my head said it's the future of war. Ha!
Don't get cocky.
There's more missiles coming, and more than you actually can initially account for. And 2 of the public assault ships get hit and go down, exploding in a blast.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
There's still a hearty amount of about 18 of them left in the grouping that you're supposed to be defending.
Here we go again.
Oh, shit. Let's do this.
A second wave of missiles approaches. I want you all to roll the same thing again!
Oh,
I need to
fuck.
switch off my targeting computer.
-2.
Fuck me, okay.
Okay, that time 10
I,
out
I
of,
rolled the same somehow.
Okay, roll the same. All right, 2.
I rolled a 16 out of 10.
That's a lot of failures.
Oh, did you hear mine? 10 out of 11.
All right, you lose 2 more ships.
Oh, fuck.
Down to 16 at the moment. But that seems to be enough as you finally enter range of the beam weaponry. A volley of massive beam cannons heads your way. This ain't the kind of shit you can shoot down, all right? You're gonna have to avoid this stuff. The public assault ships behind you guys let loose their missiles, and they start heading towards Solomon. You've gotten them close enough to they let go. They start peeling off. But that barrage, that battery of massive laser cannons are still cutting toward you. You're not safe yet until those missiles that the public assault ships sent out disperse the beam dispersal field. So I'm going to need you guys to evade those targets.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I want you to roll poise, maneuver, and mobility. No bonuses. There's a lot of fucking fire coming at you as you guys are in range.
Hell yeah. 7 out of 14.
Fuck yeah, that's really
7
good.
out of 10, baby.
Pretty good.
I rolled an 8. I needed a 7.
One failure.
Wait, Adam, was that an evasion test?
Effectively, yes.
Okay, then it would be a 9 because evasion tester made it a -1.
Do you have a thing for that?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn, dude.
Thank you for reading your sheet.
You shouldn't have read your sheet, dude.
Death Wish, yeah. Evasion tests are made at a -1. Okay, so it's 2 failures. Everyone seems to mostly evade these beams as they ripple through you and impact the fleet behind you. Some of the public assault ships who've already let loose their payload get just completely evaporated by these missiles. You hear huge explosions and screams over the local comms as warships, presumably behind you, explode. Just entire warships. That's how powerful
Oh,
this
God.
barrage was. Mad Gun, you don't quite make it out of the way.
You mean I
And
didn't quite make it? I just stood there, bitch.
Your gut tells you you don't need to move. You don't move. And a beam takes off the left arm of your cold district types. Gonna give you a -1 penalty to your mobility.
Mad Gun, are you all right?
I've had worse.
Your fucking arm's gone.
Jack, listen to me. You gotta do something, okay? We're not losing anybody on our team today.
You don't have to worry about me, Tony. I've still got it.
You still got... I'd love to hear that, man. Don't act like you still don't, though.
He says, 1,000-yard stare.
Oh,
Instead,
God.
looking at a picture of Camilla Gray in his cockpit. The missiles explode on the impact on the surface of Solomon, some beforehand, and you see bright light sparkling, glittering in the distance. And you realize that this glittering of lights is the beam interference field that these missiles dispersed, basically
Ugh.
shredding the lasers as they enter it. There's not going to be any more laser barrages from Space Fortress Solomon or any of the forces stationed on it directly. The mission has succeeded, at least this part. Niles comes through on the comms. Good job, everyone. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to get us an update from Rakim and the Tianum fleet. See what's next.
Fuck yeah, guys.
Cav, you feeling it?
Feeling it! Almost as if summoned by that, there are blips on your sensors.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh, shit.
whoa.
You guys seeing this?
Incoming mobile suits. A call comes out. It's Joaquin patched through to the rest of you. Send forward the gem and ball fleets. The forces of Solomon are mustering in front of the beam interference field so that they can once again fire upon us. But this brings us in range of our mobile suit fleets, our ball fleets, and more importantly, our battleships.
You would talk about ball fleets.
Balls. Just some high-grade balls. At this, the warships that have been kind of mustering behind you, kind of keeping in line with the fleet, some of which have been destroyed by the initial beam barrages and firing onto Solomon, begin disembarking their mobile suits, in addition to the ones that they kind of sent out with the public assault ships with you guys. And there are more gems than you could ever imagine. You have not seen this many fucking mobile suits in one goddamn place. It is fucking insane.
Holy shit, where did they all come from?
There's also these weird ball things that you heard about before, but I don't think you've seen yet. And they're just like a ball with like 2 claw hands and a cannon.
Look at those ball things. What the fuck?
They're incredibly lame, but also very inspiring at the same time, because the cojones one must possess to kind of muster out. Why am I saying muster so goddamn much? Fuck.
They cute.
The cojones required to deploy in such a thing have to be massive, almost more massive than the ball itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, this force is unlike anything you've ever seen before. And kind of, even though like your excitement initially, your nervousness, the butterflies you feel in your stomach when you see enemy mobile suits approaching, just seeing this massive amount of allied mobile suits at your back, something that the Federation almost has never had in your existence as Federation pilots since the beginning of the war, and that was with fucking jets and shit, so like you're massively outclassed. But like now, it's an even playing field. You got the suits, baby. You got the fucking suits.
Yeah.
That being said, you guys are under attack.
Yeah.
Seems to be 5 Zaku's and 3 profiles that your targeting computer tells you are Rickdoms. You don't know what that means.
Oh,
Rick Dom.
Probably some twink shit you
Rectum?
thought up.
Rectums.
Rectums.
Actually, no, I think you have encountered Rickdoms before.
Think
But
so.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know if your targeting computer told you what they were, because I don't think they were in the system yet. When you guys fought them, you just were like, these are different, canonically. But now, like, your targeting computer is telling you the name of them. Rickdoms. They look like thicker Zaku's, I guess, is the cheapest, laziest way that I can go about it. Thicker Zaku's with bigger skirts on the legs and on their hips, and they tend to carry heavy weaponry. Their mono eye can also move 3 ways. You all should know what DOMs are, but I guess I'll explain it regardless.
Just for some of those people out there, who don't know.
Yeah, some of those people who went 75 episodes into a goddamn Gundam podcast and don't know what a fucking Rickdom is.
Yeah, like me.
Also, these gyms don't look as cool as yours. They look a lot lamer. They look very boring. They look very toned down. They look like you know how you have the Virgin and the Chad memes?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're the Chads and they're the Virgins.
Okay.
Like, while the sheer magnitude of them is impressive, individually you're kind of like, oh, all right, I guess.
All right, guys, keep your wits about you. They look very lame, but they're also very thick. Who knows what's in there?
Hey guys, wanted to give a quick patron shout out to our newest patron, Mafty. Hey Mafty, if you too would like to hang out with Mafty, please consider becoming a patron on the Dead Set Media Patreon page that is linked right there in the description. See it? It's right there. So, since our newest podcast, RPG Stress Test, is releasing on February 2nd, we thought we would keep reminding all of you to tune in on launch day and help spread the word. We've released the first episode for early access on our Patreon to raving reviews. Patrons love it, unless they're lying, but who knows. Either way, we're excited by the way Stress Test is turning out, and we're having a lot of fun making it. Oh, and we got a promo available now, so here you go.
Do you like role-playing games? Are you into cathartic improvised storytelling? Have you ever wanted a group of friends to needlessly shit on your favorite RPG system as some sort of framing device for cheap laughs? How about a media company known to make a mockery of beloved franchises? A group of individuals who love nothing more than to torture their Stockholm Syndrome fan base to the point of unending misery through the overuse of dick jokes and poorly timed comedic breakaways that do nothing but upset captive listeners.
Seriously, guys? You want me to say this stuff about the podcast?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Okay.
In each episode of RPG Stress Test, various RPG systems will be pushed to their limit, with idiotic settings and even dumber characters. Run the clips.
I don't know CPR. I'm gonna start giving them CPR.
You're in that like situation where you're like half making out with them.
Get away! I almost got him! Fuck off!
No, I got you. First that fucking Brack son of a bitch just drives off and leaves us.
Look, I'm on a lot of drugs right now, okay? I'm sorry.
Bone Star. Is that you, my boy? Is that you, Bone Star?
It's me, Daddy. What's wrong? What's the matter?
God damn it, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's my middle name. I have a flashback to high school. I shake it off real quick because I'm stronger than that and I've moved past it.
What?
I'll be honest, we couldn't really decide. It was either going to be this, cyberpunk cat boys, gay Victorian vampires. We had, the twink quest. That was going to be an interesting
Yeah, Mikey
one.
knows his audience.
Little bland shit. Damn it, how many times I gotta say it?
I'm sorry. I'm not a cultured man.
That is an outsider. I don't like outsiders much.
I know he smells like poor, but...
Poor don't wash off, I tried. My apologies, sir. What you need me for?
No, you're linking.
I'm focused on the task in hand, I see. I look very intently on my 2 arms that are linking the cab and only the cab.
Cat, roll inventory.
Launches February 2nd on all podcast platforms, so be sure to subscribe.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Thanks, guys, and enjoy the rest of the epised.
All right, how are you guys
What's
going to approach the 5 Zaku's and 3 Rick Doms heading toward you specifically?
I'm gonna go to a Rick Dom. Cab takes a Rick Dom. Val, baby, take a Zaku too.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll get the 3rd Rick Dom.
I'll take whatever's left over.
Any number of Zaku's, 4 of them. You have 4 to choose from,
Yep.
so choose 2 through 4.
2 through 4.
Nice.
You're going to take all of them on at once. All right, cool.
I mean, I'm sure Cav's gonna attack some of them with me.
Kaz's taking a Rick Dom. He was ordered to.
No. So yeah, 2 through 4.
He's at least at a mental state right now where he will listen to orders. That might change soon.
He respects me
For now. Right now, his respect for you outweighs his battle
Bloodlust.
adrenaline and his bloodlust. Yeah, but eventually, when he gets a taste for it, he might just peel off and do his own thing.
Then he's not Cav anymore. He's the other Cav.
He's the beast.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny, how are you approaching this Rick Dom?
I'm gonna move more into somewhere that's more of an advantage for my firing.
All right. You would assume positioning yourself below the mobile suit would put you at a bit of an advantage. So I'll give you a +1. And then you want to just fire, yeah?
I do, yes. Let's wake up, baby!
Because of how you moved carefully and quietly, well, not quietly, but trying to get a bit of an advantage, I'm going to say it's going to be poise, firearms, and optics. And that's going to be with your machine gun, your 90mm.
You said you gave me a +1?
Yep. Are you mentioning trying to get a advantageous position?
And I rolled a 12 out of 11.
All right. You missed your shot. Not by much, just by a hair, but whoever it is, seems to have a bit more training than you expected and seems to skillfully dodge. As you get close enough to it to take these shots, you see that it has a massive bazooka of some kind. It's not one that you recognize, and it's not in your systems. It aims at you. We're going to move on to Zach. Lone Star, what are you doing with your Rick Dom in your Pixie?
I'm going to dive down as fast as I can, try to dive right underneath him, then do a little flip and burst upward as fast as I can toward him from below. While I'm doing that, I want to be firing my Vulcans, and then once I reach him, I want to kind of like swing up my beam dagger in the other hand.
Okay, so it's going to be a melee attack with some like added in just shooting on the approach.
Right,
so I'll
right,
do
right.
the approach. Yeah, I'll have you roll for the approach separately.
Okay.
I'm gonna definitely say it's gonna be poise.
Yes.
But I'll give you firearms and mobility, and that'll be your both moving into position, which will give you your +1 for the next roll if it's successful, and it will be your attack with your Vulcans.
So this is poise, firearms, and mobility all at once. 3 dice.
Yep.
9 out of 14.
An astounding success. You get under your Rick Dom, you fire with your Vulcans, which just connect in seemingly all the right places. Vulcans are kind of a crapshoot, they're not the most accurate things, and they don't pack a huge punch.
So it was hitting where I was aiming?
Yeah.
So it was constantly hitting him in the dick as I was coming up. Nice.
Yeah, just like constantly under the skirt. You see like small explosions and like fucking discharges of electricity between its legs as you kind of just explode all these thrusters that are under its skirt. You would imagine that the Dom pilot would make a sound close to like, ah!
That sounds more
As
like a
you-
sub pilot.
You broke him. You fucking broke him. How does that make you feel?
Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh god.
Okay. I saw that one coming somehow, but then completely forgot about it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring in Doms again. They're gonna make a Dom sub joke.
Yeah, I finally found my in.
Yeah, no, it was you waited. You fucking made it fucking count. Just like the melee attack that you're going to use to rend up the back of this Dom. You backhand one of your daggers, and as you pass him, you send it up a leg, up a thigh, up a skirt, up a back, and across the backpack as you shoot past him. Nice. And the backpack discharges and explodes. The Rickdom is dead in a single approach and attack.
Fuck yeah.
Do you know that this is actually very impressive?
You guys seeing this? I'm looking at the camera again. It's one of those days.
Everyone else roll to see this. If you saw it, everyone else, you know that this is kind of this is a baller move. You know, a Zaku 1, Zaku 2 maybe taken out pretty easily nowadays, sure, with your skill levels. But Rickdoms are pretty, sturdy machines, a new element, relatively speaking, on the battlefield. And just to kind of take one out in a swoop like this is, chef's kiss kind of emoji, whatever.
Nice.
All right, Mad Gun, what you doing?
I am.
You're fighting 4 Zakus at once.
I'm putting bursts into each one of them, and when that gun goes dry, I go in.
All right, so you're just going to be emptying a volley of rounds, just kind of at all 4 of them, like in between each one, just brah, 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 yeah?
Pretty much.
And then gonna move in for melee.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, which one did you want to move into melee against? 2 through 4 is your options.
2.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say with this kind of an attack, give me a grit. This is a gritty fucking move. Give me firearms and give me optics. You're not being too mobile with this. You're just trying to get your shots. Those 3 dice and
4.
Fucking
out of 11.
4 out of what?
11.
Damn.
You light up each of the Zakus. All your hits connect. The Zakus are taken off guard just by like one mobile suit trying to take on 4 of them at once. They think they kind of got the upper hand and they're kind of surrounding you, but it works out to their disadvantage as they kind of come at you in a disorganized manner. And you just empty rounds into each of their mobile suits, each one of them not doing so hot. I'll have you roll for your approach now and your melee attack. Describe your melee attack to me.
I fling the gun.
Okay, you're gonna fling it?
Yep.
You no longer have it.
And then I pull out the little stick that lights up.
Your beam saber, yeah.
Yeah, the light stick.
The light stick.
And I boost towards number 2.
All right, yeah. Not the most wrathy thing. But also, pretty gritty, throwing the gun, yeah. I'll give you grit, fight, and for this, it's going to be mobility, which is at a -2. So, I mean, at 2 because of a -1. You're down on 1 arm. So.
I needed a 10, and I rolled a 10.
All right. So you do get the hit. It's nothing amazing, but with what this Zaku has to offer and its reaction to getting hit in the cockpit effectively 3 times and just seeing all its teammates like fail to encircle this single mobile suit, and then you bursting, like just throwing the gun into space, it just going off into distance for fucking ever. Who knows where that fucking thing's gonna end up?
It'll burn up in an atmosphere somewhere.
Probably explode. It still has rounds in it.
Oh, nice.
And then coming at it with the beam saber, you cleave this fucking Zaku in 2 as you pass through it, and it just fucking explodes.
Woo. Nice, Mad Gun.
Do I get another turn?
Yeah, you do.
No, that's it.
Bullshit.
So Cav also attacks the Rickdom coming at him. He basically goes right in with beam saber and starts cleaving chunks out of this fucking thing. Not a complete and utter annihilation, like with the pixie, but still sufficient to kind of take this guy out of the battle. He's not dead yet, and Cav's probably not done with him. Valerie, on the mean hand, takes her aim as ordered toward this Zaku. She's just going to shoot at it. She lets loose a volley and gets a number of hits. Lights up the Zaku, which immediately starts to kind of malfunction, but does fire back at her. All right, enemy turn, basically. I'm going to start kind of with Valerie since that just happened. All right, she takes some grazing hits, but nothing serious. And we are going to go back to Tiny. This Dom that you shot at is going to shoot at you with this bazooka that you don't recognize.
Oh, man.
He fires it at you, and it is a massive beam weapon. You haven't seen much in terms of beam weapons from Xeon, outside of like giant ordnance and the stuff on their battleships, on the Musais and such. But this is pretty impressive, pretty heavy ordnance flying at you. You should probably try to avoid it.
Yeah.
How you gonna do that? What you gonna do?
Well, I was below them, so I'm gonna...
They're firing down, yeah.
I'm gonna pull up.
Pull up?
I'm gonna pull up and away.
Up, and away.
Give me a poise, maneuver, mobility. No bonuses. This thing's coming at you pretty quick. It is a beam weapon, and it is y'all are fairly close.
Yeah, I rolled a 13 out of 10.
So yeah, this beam gets really, really close. It's almost a direct hit on your cockpit, but instead kind of just slides along the side as you pull off to the side. But you do take damage. You can feel like your system's groan and ache at this on your right side of your gym. The alarms are going off as the metal of your mobile suit is warped by just the sheer heat of this weapon near you.
You just lit my ass up.
Dancer, you doing good over there?
Yeah, I'm just peachy, Lone Star. Don't worry about me.
All right. I'm coming.
No!
All right, Madgun. All of these fucking Zakus are going to fire on you. I'm going to need you to roll, well, however you want to deal with it. How do you want to deal with it? This is an evasion test.
What's the closest Zaku to me?
We're to say 3 for the sake of sanity.
Okay. I'm going to dive towards 3 and hope the others shoot him.
Okay. All right. I see what you're doing here. I'm going to say that's going to be a base tact roll. You know, that's a very, it's a big brain. 110 IQ move.
2 dice, then?
No, I'm going to say tact, maneuver, and mobility to see if you get there in time. 3 dice, and you're at a disadvantage because of the lost arm, and you're at a disadvantage because of Death Wish.
Huge fail. I rolled a 10. I needed an 8.
All right. You don't quite get behind the Zaku, and they all seem to open fire on you, and all you manage to do is get right in front of this motherfucker before he fires onto you as well. Thankfully, they're not really well equipped. They're all pretty much, using the standard stuff.
All right. Am I now closer to 3?
Yes, you are right on top of 3. There's still 4 and 5 at a distance, but yeah. All right. Lone Star, you don't got anyone to shoot at you.
I'm going to look around and try to gauge who might need the most help right now.
Cab seems fine. Valerie seems fine. Either Madgun, who's surrounded by 3 mobile suits, which I would say is probably priority for you.
Yeah.
Or Tiny, she's kind of, had a close call with a pretty, an unknown weapon that seems pretty powerful, but it's still one-on-one. It doesn't look like it's too serious.
Okay. I look over at Dancer, but she looks like she's doing fine. So I look over at Madgun, see he's got 3 people on him, and just bolt that way as fast as I can.
Can I tell him to go to Tiny?
I mean, you can, but it's up to him whether or not he listens to you.
All right, I'm approaching you right now, Madgun.
Okay.
Does he tell me? Does he say anything?
I mean,
I guess not.
I'm trying to decide, I mean, in this case, I don't really think a Gundam's needed for 3 Zakus.
I mean, you're outnumbered. I would say that's more dangerous in this system than a single gun, because until it whittles down your armor, it basically just does 1 armor damage until it beats it down to the penetration level of the weapon. And so those machine guns, even though they have like a very low penetration, the Zaku machine guns are all hitting you multiple times, and there's multiple Zakus, and so they can whittle down your armor like quicker than that beam bazooka can by itself. By the way, that's a beam bazooka, I guess. I just spoiled that. I don't know. Everyone probably knew what it was.
Yeah, I totally knew that.
Siege already drew 2 pictures of it before I even fucking finished describing the scene.
Hey, Mad Gun, save some Zaku for me, man. What's currently happening with the Zakus?
They seem to be focused on Mad Gun.
Are they all currently firing at him?
Yeah, that just happened. So what just happened on his turn happened. So he tried to get behind a Zaku and didn't quite make it in time. It kind of got torn up a bit.
All right.
By Zaku machine gun fire.
So I'm going to try to bolt as fast as I can with the beam saber still out, and just try to cross the cockpit with it from the side. The one nearest me.
We're say 5 for sanity.
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, I attacked
I was
5.
closest to 5 for sanity.
No, I said you were closest to 2 for sanity, and then 3 after that.
So I'll attack 5.
So like you're working from one end, he's working from the other end, effectively. All right. Tiny. So you're going into attack 5. We'll roll for that eventually. Tiny, your second approach toward the beam bazooka. It just fired. It's scary, kind of. I don't know. I guess you get to decide how scary it is.
Yeah.
Wow, she's terrified.
So scared. I don't really feel like I'm going to have any tactical advantage over this guy anymore. So I boosted up in a way, but barely, still got nicked, and now I'm going to return fire.
Keen firearms and mobility, because you're probably minding yourself a little bit more than the optics.
Okay, 8 out of 11.
You fire at him. Your machine gun. The shots connect. He seems to be aiming the bazooka at you, but not firing for some reason. Maybe it has a long recharge time.
Am I able to do anything else yet? Like, can I go ahead and preemptively evade?
You know what? I'll since I mentioned the slow reload time, I'll let you maneuver if you want to like maneuver and set yourself up for next turn effectively.
Yeah, I'm just gonna boost to a side, I guess, to the right of me.
Okay. I will just say you do that. You get yourself into position for next turn. Lone Star, you have arrived at Zaku 5 with Beam Saber. That attack is a wrathful attack, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's fight. Oh my god. Have I been saying fight this entire time? I am a moron. No!
I think that's
made
the
my
first
own
time you
mistake.
said fight. Wait.
No, I didn't. I said fight earlier, too. It's melee. You're using a weapon. It's not like fisticuffs. Oh, no. All right. Wrath, melee, and mobility.
Okay.
I feel so dumb.
Stupid. I'm just kidding. Come here. I got another 9 out of 14.
Just because I got it wrong earlier, I want to clearly state that if you're using a melee weapon, unless it's a special melee weapon that is like essentially brass knuckles or an extension of the suit itself, you have to roll melee to use a melee weapon.
So last
like
time it was
saber.
a 9 out of 13. This time it's a 9 out of 14.
It's actually a higher
because the
stat.
wrath.
All right, well, you just fucking cleave this goddamn Zaku number 5 in half. It's gone. It splits apart. You hear a brief scream as you enter contact comms with the pilot. And he's gone. So Zaku's 2 and 3 remain. No, Zaku's 3 and 4 remain. Mad Gun.
All right. As I started to dive towards 3 and they started shooting at me, I started using my little head Vulcans to shoot at the third one.
Shooting head Vulcans? Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to slash the fuck out of the guy when I get close enough.
Okay, because it's kind of the same move you were doing. I would say you're being a little bit more cautious about it. Make it a attack roll, a firearms roll, and an optics roll on the approach.
I needed a 10. I rolled a 10.
Cool. Vulcan attack successful. The Zaku takes the Vulcan hits. All right, and you're coming in with your beam saber, yeah?
Yep.
Give me wrath, melee, and mobility.
It's 10. I need a 10. I got a 13.
The one-armed gem with its beam saber out, piloted by Mad Gun, approaches this damaged Zaku and goes to sweep at it. He whiffs, but the Zaku does react. It's kind of jittery still. The pilot seems to be on edge and flinches in a way. So you kind of stunned him for a bit in a weird way. Not really a stun, but like he's not going to immediately counterattack you. Valerie finishes up like laying into the Zaku that she's trading shots with, and it explodes in a brilliant light.
Do we see that?
Yes.
Hey!
Nice. You're doing great, Val.
Yeah, this is something. Wow, fuck. Okay, all right, yeah, I can do this. All right, where do you need me?
I need you to take note of your surroundings. What's the next closest enemy you see?
All right, so she's gonna there's a brief pause, and you hear her say like, "Yes, ma'am," and then she starts heading toward Gether, and she responds to you, telling you that she's heading toward Gether to help him with the mobile suits there.
All right, everybody else, where are you at? What's going on?
Cav is hacking into the Rickdom that he's defeated, repeatedly stabbing the cockpit with his beam saber.
All right, talk to me. Let me know you're alive.
We're good over here.
I'm good. I'm great. Woo! He Cav kicks off the wreckage of this Rickdom, and as he makes distance from it, you can see that he's effectively carved a cavernous hole perfectly through the entire cockpit.
Wow, I didn't know you were an artist, Cav. That's amazing.
There's no way anyone survived this. He begins heading to you, Tiny.
Come on over, man.
And the Rickdom that you are fighting. Tiny, the beam bazooka, you can see that it is lighting up again. It is recharged, it is cooled down. He aims at you again and fires once again. Roll poise maneuver.
Oh man, I got a little nervous there. That's a 9 out of 10, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, you successfully avoid the second shot from this beam bazooka. It tears in front of you, and now you're in a good position to counterattack. What are you gonna do?
I am going to light him up with my gun.
Okay, keen, firearms, optics.
Oh, 15 out of 11.
All right. You fire, and this Rickdom seems to deftly avoid the shots. You don't know who this pilot is, but they seem to be worth their salt.
Wow. If I didn't want you dead, I'd be kind of nerding out over here. Cav, watch my back. It needs to be watched, actually.
I got this bastard. Let's see him fucking move around when he doesn't have legs. That's space. That doesn't really work that way. Cav's gonna make an attack. He whiffs it as well. He comes in with his beam saber and swipes, and this Rickdom just kind of boosts over him.
Damn. This an elusive sumbitch.
Madgun.
Yes.
Zaku. You. Resolve.
I mean, like, is it his turn or is it my turn?
Oh, it's your turn. He flinched when you came and whipped your melee.
More Vulcans, double swipe. I mean,
okay. All right.
Not rocket science, yeah.
Okay, fine. Wrath, melee, mobility. I'm just going to count the Vulcan's hits as reducing his armor some.
So another 10.
Another 10 out of?
I rolled 12. I needed 10.
All right. Whiff. This Zaku, once again, kind of evades. He's being cautious. It seems like he's retreating. If you could hear his comms now, he's probably asking for permission to retreat.
I'd retreat if I had to fight me too.
Lone Star! There's one more Zaku other than the one that Madgun's fighting, and we're done with the Zakus on the front. Valerie lays into it and gives it some damage from her gun. She softened it up for you. What you doing?
All right, so where am I in relation to it as I've, like, cleaved through that other one?
It's the next one in the list.
Oh, nice.
That's how we're approaching it.
And I'm guessing he's distracted by the fire that Val's putting on him.
Yep, I'll give you a +1.
All right, cool.
On your approach.
So as I've just cleaved through that guy, I'm gonna do a little fancy little spin and try to cut through him as well. Yeah, just to gain some momentum.
Fancy says poise and melee.
Okay.
And then I'll say mobility too.
Come on. 11 out of 13.
Fuck yeah. All right. You cut this Zaku. The beam dagger just seems to glide through it like butter. Zakus are nothing to this weaponry. You've noticed this before, but in the frictionless vacuum of space, it's almost emphasized as you just swoop right through it. You hear a brief scream. And then the Zaku explodes in front of you, bathing you in fire, but doing absolutely nothing to the pixie.
Thanks for the help, Val. I try to high-five her with my Gundam hand.
Y'all are kind of too far away to do that, but she holds up a thumbs up.
Cool. I turn my hand into a thumbs up.
The Rickdom looks at you, Cat, and its beam cannon ready once again.
Oh no!
It fires, and kind of it's strange. It slides the weapon last minute to kind of just fire in your general direction. It's splitting the difference between you and Cav. I think it was hoping to create distance with it, and it seems to be retreating. The Zaku that Madgun was fighting is also retreating.
They got their tails between their legs, boys.
Yeah!
There's a lot of comms chatter. And I mean a lot of comms chatter. All on your side. It's chaos. People are telling people to move. Fleets are being instructed to get out of the way. You hear people saying, "It's ready! It's ready! It's ready! We gotta move! We gotta move!"
Oh shit! What's going on?
Get out of the firing zone! Get out of the firing zone! You just hear other people talking in the distance over comms. Over general comms, people are just in full and utter meltdown. You hear, in general, everyone repeating that the area on the right flank of Solomon and anything in front of it should be completely cleared and moved out of the way. Currently, you guys are not in the way of this. An emergency comms message comes through. It's Niles.
Niles, what's happening?
They're firing something. I still don't understand the specifics of it, but it's some secret weapon that they've brought solely to level Solomon to the ground. Look, don't approach the right flank, but there's also missiles being sent toward this weapon to disable it by the enemy. You're going to have to intercept them. Some of them are coming through our field. This weapon has to fire. It can change the tide of the entire battle. Hell, the entire war. Intercept these missiles, but don't fall into the right flank of Solomon. As he says it, the missiles are approaching. And these are missiles in the generic sense of the word. They are not like missiles. These are flying giant space rocks. It seems like they're moving fast. They're moving like a goddamn asteroid. But you're getting a heat signature off them too. And so someone has strapped rockets to these fucking asteroids to use them as projectiles.
This is off the charts.
I wonder who would do that.
Bit ahead of your time there, Matt. But, so yeah, these giant fucking asteroids with missiles on them are just heading off into the unknown direction, just kind of out into space. Your orders are to intercept and destroy them. Now, they're fucking big rocks. I don't think anything you have is going to be able to level them.
Oh, shit.
So how are you going to approach? You have two of them to handle. How are you going to disable these?
So what you do is you fly to the top of one, and then you push down on it, and it goes away.
That's very smart.
I mean, it's really all we have to do is fly to them, put our hands on them, boost down, and then they go in an opposite direction forever until they hit something.
All right, Tiny, does that sound like a plan?
Madgun, we gotta think fast, and you thought first, so we're gonna go with it.
All right.
All right, who's taking Asteroid 1? Who's taking Asteroid 2?
I want the asteroid closest to me.
1.
I guess that's closest to me too then.
I don't think it's wise for me to do the other, because I have some damage to my mobile suit.
Oh shit, and Madgun's got one arm.
Yep.
Val, how's it looking? Is she in one piece?
Oh, she's in one piece, yeah. I'm fine. Everything's operational.
Looks like you and Lone Star got something to do.
All right.
Right.
Let's help Mad Gun.
You three approach asteroid number 1. And Tiny, Cav, and you got asteroid number 2, I suppose. All right, I want everyone to roll. This is going to be grit.
Okay.
This is going to be maneuver, and this is going to be mobility.
All right.
I'll give you guys a +1. It's not like it's a opposed roll or anything, but it's big.
All right. I've been getting good rolls this time.
Yes, finally. 5 out of 11. God, thank you.
5 plus 2 is 7, plus 2 for mobility is 9, plus the +1 is 10. I rolled an 8.
Fuck yeah.
Let me roll for them.
I plan. Big brain.
All right. Everyone braces on one side of the asteroid that isn't the front. Everyone turns their thrusters on after establishing firm contact with the asteroid. Thrusters at max on your mobile suits. You push. You push, and at first it's not much. There's no movement, it seems, that's throwing it off course. The mass and the direction is too little, but slowly over time, it builds. It builds.
Together, you crazy motherfucker!
You slowly push it off of its intended course.
Now turn it around.
I don't think you can do that.
We could try.
The missiles go off uselessly in the distance. Fuck yeah!
Yes! We did it!
Pushing rocks.
Before you can have much time to celebrate, from that unknown phenomena in the distance that was reflecting some of your sensors, calms quiet. No one says anything for a brief moment. It almost seems like everyone even stops shooting for a brief moment.
That's when you realize Lone Star and Gather are on the right side.
No. You're fine.
Wait a second, guys. We're all on the right side.
This unknown thing in the distance, this giant square in your sensors that are just throwing them, begins throwing off massive amounts of heat on your sensors. And you can see it. It's not just on your sensors. It's in your main camera. It's bright. It's blinding. It is like you're staring into the fucking sun.
Oh, God. What the hell is that?
Satan's bleached asshole.
Long ago, back in ancient history, a man named Archimedes designed a weapon. This weapon would be comprised of hundreds of mirrors that, when focused onto enemy ships, would harness the very power of the sun, set the ship ablaze. The Earth Federation Forces has almost an endless budget. It has an endless degree of manpower. And it has, for a long period of time, understood that while it sought peace with Moonzo, and later Xeon, sooner or later there would be confrontation with those in space. It had long developed weapons to sufficiently threaten and end things, hopefully before they ever began. Sadly, it was too late to deploy. But now, they've had enough time. They've had enough reason. They're done with excuses. The solar flare system has been constructed. It was off to the side, hidden in colony debris of this particular battlefield, close enough to be effective. A massive array of reflective lenses, harnessing the power of the sun, focusing it into a devastating point, a devastating line of sheer flame, fire, and the pure wrath of the god of the sun himself. This is what impacts Solomon on its right flank, on its main gate, completely and utterly destroying the majority of Xeon's fleet there. The image is burned onto your retinas. If you didn't look away, Your vision becomes black for a moment as you have to look away, close your eyes. You can still see it, a red line across your vision, impacting in a massive burst of explosions, carnage, and what you know to be hundreds, possibly thousands of deaths, all in the flash of a light.
Dead set medium.